So Meta just dropped 16 game-changing updates that are about to separate the winners from the losers in 2025. And honestly, most advertisers are completely clueless about these features. We are talking about a revolutionary creative testing feature that will save you thousands in testing budgets. We are talking about Instagram follower tracking that actually works, value rules that work across all campaign types, and some seriously dangerous security changes that could get your business portfolio hijacked. I am Sannidhya, and without wasting single second, let's get started with the Meta ads updates. Alright, so the update number 1 is going to save you thousands in testing budgets, and I'm shocked why not a lot of people are talking about this, because this is kind of like a game changer, to be very honest. So Meta just released a new creative testing feature that completely changes how we test ads. And here's what earlier happened, and this is if you're familiar with that. If you wanted to test different creatives, you had to set up a dedicated A/B testing in or A/B test campaign inside ad managers. That created separate ad sets, split budgets evenly across those ad sets, and during the test, you weren't optimizing for maximum performance, you were just burning money, because that's how it worked. And I have been a vocal advocate of not using that A/B testing feature. But here's the game changer. When you want to test creatives while still optimizing for performance, you would add new creatives to existing ad sets. Like this is what we would do, right? But the problem was that the new creatives don't get a fair chance because top performing ads already dominate the delivery. So we had to create a separate ad set and work, or basically do the ABO setting and then do it. But now what will happen is the new creative testing feature fixes this particular problem. You can compare up to 5 different creatives in a test that guarantees delivery to your new test ads. Now let me explain this with an example. Let's say your campaign has a $5,000 daily budget, and you can allocate that $25,000 to your test ads, and Meta ads will basically spend that much amount of money on your test creatives. I mean, like Meta spends $2,500 on your existing winners and $2,500 across your test creatives. Does it make sense? Like if you have a $5,000 budget, then both of them will get it, like if you said that thing. And the beautiful part is your existing top performer keeps running and retain their learning. When the test ends, you can continue running your winners with all the delivery system learnings intact, which is kind of like something which we always wanted, right? Now this is huge because you are testing while maintaining the performance. So no more choosing between optimization and testing, and that used to be the biggest problem, and now that is solved. So I would recommend you to go ahead and test out this feature. Now the update number 2 is basically not a feature, but it's a critical warning. Basically, if you ignore this, you could lose control of your entire business portfolio. Meta quietly changed how Instagram accounts access your business portfolio. By default, Instagram accounts connected to your business portfolio now have full control. What that means is that anyone who can basically log into your Instagram accounts can manage everything: settings, people, tools, business assets, everything. So they can even delete your business portfolio at any time. So I think this is very critical. So here's what you need to do right now. I'm genuinely serious, okay? So I generally don't ask you to pay that much attention on the updates, but this is basically very serious, okay? So go to Meta Business Suite, then go to Users, then go to People, as you can see on the screen. Then look for Instagram accounts listed alongside actual people. Select each Instagram account, click manage, and change the access from full to partial. Please do so. I've seen a lot of businesses get their accounts compromised because of this exact issue. And earlier I didn't know about this particular update, and we later on figured out that this is why that happened. So do that and don't become a statistic over here, right? Then we have update 3, the metrics that we have been begging, like I have been begging Instagram, which is Instagram follows, okay? So you can now customize your Meta ads report columns to Instagram follows. Currently, I'm seeing that in American accounts. By the time this video comes out, I think you would also be seeing, if you're in India or any other, region. This shows the number of follows you received on Instagram, attributed to your ads or that particular ad. This works for any campaign type at campaign, ad set, and ad level. While you still can't optimize directly for Instagram followers, you can now see which ads convert users into following your account, okay? So traffic, then Instagram profile visit, okay? So just try to have a look at it, okay? This is massive for identifying high intent audiences genuinely interested in your businesses. If you're running any engagement campaign or any of those kind of campaigns where you are focusing on increasing your Instagram followers. So if you're running Instagram profile visits campaign, you can now track conversion rates from profile views to actual follows. It's a game changer for personal brand building and social proof. Now moving on to our update number 4, which is Meta's testing AI that identifies phrases from your text options and reverts them to better accompany your ad creative as text overlays. So basically more creative variations without the extra work. Moving on to update 5, which fixes something that's honestly been a huge pain point for all of us, which is site links management. Previously, making even a small change, okay, or small changes was a nightmare. If you wanted to edit or remove a link, you basically had to delete everything and start over. Meta has finally changed that with 2 major updates. So first one is there is a simple toggle to disable site links altogether. Okay, that's the basic one. The second one is there is a new manage site link button, as you can see on the screen, that brings everything into one place. Now with this new interface, you can edit each site link directly, update this, swap URLs, add thumbnails or remove links, all without rebuilding the whole ad set or the ad. It feels like it's a big quality of life improvement. Then we have update 6, which introduces targeted offers. So for shops in the US, you can now create offers for very specific audiences. For example, you can target new customers, your followers, people with abandoned carts, or a custom audience you define. You'll find this in your commerce manager. It's a smart way to personalize promotions and make your offer feel more relevant. Now, update 7 is huge. Why? Because now you will be able to define the value rules for all the objectives. So they are not limited to just sales or app promotion. They now work across all objectives: awareness, traffic, engagement, and leads. Now let me dive deeper over here, because this really is a game changer. Why? Because up until now, value rules were fairly restricted to just app promotion, and sales. But now, no matter what your campaign objective is, you can set bidding adjustments based on lifetime value. This means you are no longer only optimizing for main goal. Meta will adjust delivery based on the rules you define. And here are a few real world examples to make you understand how big of a deal this is. For example, for lead generation, if you know leads from Mumbai or leads from Dubai or leads from London, tend to have a higher value, you can increase the bids there while still collecting leads from other cities, right? This was earlier available in Google, but now it's available over here as well. For e-commerce, if mobile users typically convert better, you can boost bids for mobile traffic, right? For app installs, if iOS users bring higher lifetime value, you can raise iOS bids even if the cost per install looks more expensive on the surface. The criteria you can adjust with the value rules it includes basically age, gender, mobile OS, as I said, location, and even some placements. I think all the placements, but yeah. And we have tested it and it's giving us good results, I'll say. To set it up, just go to the ad set level, scroll down to the value rule under performance goal, and apply your rule set. And the best part is, in reporting, you can now break down results by a value rule to see the actual impact of each rule. This update basically gives us gives us precision building across all campaign types, and it unlocks a whole new level of strategy if you think about it, if you're able to deploy it properly. Then update 8 gives us much needed control over AI generated text options. There is now a feature called restricted words. This lets you enter words or phrases you don't want the AI to use when rewriting your ad copy. So finally, if there are things you never want popping up in your ads, you can keep AI in check. It keeps creativity, but with guardrails, and it is especially helpful for those people who have a lot of legalities, right? So if you are basically working with a client that has a lot of compliance to follow, this is something that is a game changer for you. Then update 9 enhances the Facebook professional dashboard. There's a new section in the audience tab called popular with your followers. It shows you what kind of content your followers are engaging with, not just from your account, but also from other creators and businesses too. Now this is a gold mine because, basically you can take inspiration because it literally tells you what your audience is finding interesting elsewhere. So you can pick up all those templates which they're engaging with and then try to recreate your ads similar to those, and boom, your ROAS will go skyrocketing. Okay, that's the word. Then update 10 introduces threads advertising. You can now take your existing organic posts on threads and turn them directly into ads. Right now, the supported objective includes awareness, traffic, and sales, as far as I can remember. By the time I'm releasing this video, I think they might have broadened the scope over here. It's still early days for threads ads, which means this is a great time to get in early, because the CPMs will be pretty low and you grab the attention because not a lot of people are over there. So you can go ahead and, CPMs are pretty low. You can just go ahead and start running them. Now the update 11 is all about enhanced discount options. So in Ads Manager, you now have more flexibility when offering discounts to specific audiences. Now what really stands out is you can even ask customers for their email before giving the discount. Everyone wants email. That makes it a smart list, building strategy while still providing value to the customer. Now update 12, which brings something businesses have been asking for, which is brand rights protection. There's now a dedicated section in Meta Business Suite where you can report suspected scam ads or bad actors misusing your brand name. Now this is a much needed step towards giving advertisers some protection against impersonation and scams. Now moving on to update 13, which is about business verification. In certain regions, Meta is now asking advertisers to verify the organizations connected with their ad accounts. If you see this particular notice, it's really important to complete verification quickly. Otherwise, you could face disruptions in your ad delivery. So go ahead, do that. So if it appears in your account, don't ignore it, take action right away. Now we have update 14, which introduces new call ad metrics. There are now 3 metrics you can track: calls placed, 20-second calls, and 60-second calls. This means you can go beyond just call volume, right? And actually measure the call quality and engagement. It's a great way to understand whether your call campaigns are driving quick hang-ups or they are leading to meaningful conversations. This is a game changer for all the businesses that are running for like business and website and calls. I think that's pretty good. Then we have update 15, which is about multi-advertiser instant forms. This feature is rolling out to more accounts now. I'm seeing this across all my accounts now, right? So what it means is that when someone interacts, like, or what that means is, this particular feature is, when someone interacts with your instant form, Meta might also show them instant forms from other businesses with relevant products. So the same thing. It's something to keep an eye on, because while it could increase exposure, you will also want to see that you closely monitor your performance to make sure that you are still capturing the right leads. Otherwise, they'll go to your competition, or maybe you are doing much better. So it's all about competition, to be to be very honest. If you're doing really good, then you'll do much better and you will be stealing the competitors' audience. And finally, moving on to update 16, where Meta enables automatic product video updates. If you turn this on in the Commerce Manager, Meta can pull videos from different sources, like your own website, previously uploaded videos, your Instagram Reels, Facebook videos. This is what they are saying that in the official document. I'm not sure about it. Like, other catalog that you manage, automatically attach them to your product ads. So this is what they'll be doing. It sounds powerful, but honestly, I would be very cautious over here. I'll review what gets added, right? You don't want to, just get in things that are outdated or maybe irrelevant. And if your client notices it, they might fire you. So you have to be very cautious over here. So that was all for the update. So if you want to keep receiving these kind of updates, I cover them monthly or weekly, depending upon the volume of Meta ads, and Meta ads is currently changing a lot. So if you want to stay updated, click the link below, subscribe, and if you want to up your game in Facebook ads, then I have a workshop for you. It's a paid workshop. You'll have to pay and attend it. The link to the same is also in the description. I'll tell you each and everything related to AI, Facebook ads, how they are, how you can work with them in sync, right? How to create a brainstorming framework, then how to use that to create ads through AI, then how to launch them, then how to scale them using the strategies like sneak attack, new method, and all. So click the link below, and yeah, you will be able to access that particular workshop. So see you in the other video if you subscribe. Bye. Take care.